Well, good morning. It's a beautiful day. Hey, listen, there is a very important diamond in your backyard, gems and gold, that I want to tell you about, that I don't want you to miss out on. You know, it's friends, family, sharing, fellowship. I've got a story to tell you what we did last night and we're going to do tonight and what we did this week. And I started to take a consensus. I started to consense within me why there was a wonderful feeling, why there was a good feeling, a feeling of contentment, joy, fulfillment, inspiration. And I realized something. This week was a wonderful week of being able to fellowship and have friends over and go to friends' homes and share and inspire and be inspired. And it was amazing. As I sat here this morning, I was just doing some journaling, and I remembered the scripture that said, don't forsake the fellowship. Don't forget your friends and family, because they're the inner circle of your life that really changes your life. Now, you know, we listen to so many motivational speakers and people that talk about, you are what the circle of people you surround yourself with. Have you ever heard that? And that's so true. But so many times, and to be real honest with each other, we're sometimes chasing to be in the in crowd. We're chasing to be at the right place, seen at the right place, being, the part of the group that is known. And there's nothing wrong to be a part of that group if it really inspires you, if you're also inspiring them, if it's feeding you. But what about the beautiful diamonds that Russell Crownwell talked about in his book, Acres of Diamonds? Those diamonds that are in your backyard, your friends, your intimate friends, your relationships, your families. When was the last time you called one of your friends or family members instead of just texting them? And really just called and said, hey, just thinking about you. Just thinking about you. Well, I went last night to an incredible party. You remember that we went fly fishing up to Montana, and there were some of those beautiful men I've ever had the time to get away with and share and inspire and laugh and clown around and fall in the water and be fools at times. And nobody was really trying to impress anybody. It was just a real wonderful time. And last night, we all got together with the wives, and what a dynamic. The men that you hung out with for 5 days, and all of a sudden you meet the other side of their life and you see the complexity and you talk. When everybody left, we had an incredible sharing from the couple that actually threw the party that had gone and been fighting cancer. And his wife is in an incredible ministry that feeds cancer patients while they're going through their treatment so they don't have to worry about 3 meals a day. An incredible nonprofit organization. We'd have missed all that. Had we not gone to that or been too busy to do that, all the good excuses, we'd have missed the incredible inspiration and love and compassion and kindness that came that day with all that. And why do I tell you that? Because so often we forget the fellowship. As Hebrews talks about in chapter 10, 24 and 25, don't forsake the fellowship, but bring to your circle those people that you inspire and those people that inspire you. Allow those people to truly come into your circle, embrace them into your circle, and keep them warm, keep them cuddled, keep them loved. Why? Because they're so important for your life and you're so important for their life. That's why the scripture says, don't forsake the fellowship, but encourage each other to keep going when they're struggling and they're needing uplifting. Get in there when you need somebody to give you a helping hand, to just, say, hey, you can do it. When you have friends around you and family like that really have your best interest and love you and compassionately care about you because you're feeding them, they're feeding you. And I'm not just talking about spaghetti. I'm talking about the real feeding of spirit to spirit. Love and kindness and encouragement and inspiration and teaching them what you're learning and they're teaching what you learn. It's a dynamic that is out of this world. Oh yeah, it's out of this world. Because it's so much what everybody's chasing for, everybody wants. And as Russell Crownwell said, the acres of diamonds, the gems of gold are right in your circle, right wherever you're at. So today, here's your challenge. And we may talk about this in our longer version tomorrow, but in today, take a little bit of attention. Maybe make a list. Here's a challenge for you. Make a list of the people that when you just stop and you say, who inspires me? Who helps me feel better about life? Who puts me in check sometimes? Because I want those kind of friends around me too. Who is that? Put the list together. And then have a hot dog party. I don't care what you do, but just come together. Go for a walk. Take the time to make a call and not a text. And really begin to fellowship, to allow the growth of the joy of the Lord to really emulate through your whole circle. It's going to be amazing. You know, Italians have done this all our lives. Sunday, we put people around the table. The table's never big enough. Even when my uncle made me a table for 16 people, it's still not enough. When you really are loving people and people are loving you, oh, it doesn't get any better. But remember, one thing that we're going to talk about tomorrow is, have you ever walked into that family, friends, circle, church, work, school, crowd, and you felt nobody wanted you? Have you ever felt you didn't belong? Have you felt like the wallflower? Have you felt nobody's paying attention to you? Have you felt you haven't measured up? Well, good. Tune in tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll talk about how to break that type of syndrome that makes you feel like an imposter. You feel like you don't belong. You feel like you're blocked from giving or receiving. That's what breaks fellowship, marriages, and all kinds of other things. But I'll save that for tomorrow. Susie, Annie, Tony, all of you that are listening, share this. Share this with others so others will truly be able to come together. It might be the person you're waiting to get the phone call from, or maybe you'll even get a phone call. Have a beautiful day. It's a day to fellowship, so go out and fellowship, even if it's just with one. It's precious because it's going to be good for you and them. Have a beautiful day, and remember, beauty and change begins within you.